Yeah, because this is not center. You can see it. Yeah, because I'm looking at the light. Yeah. It's just like, I told Val, and he like, yeah, that's just just lame stuff. Yeah. My OCD goes left because those pictures don't line up. It's our artistic.
Need to get moving. Aren't you glad you got so many bosses?
That's fine. Good morning and welcome. Welcome to the Johnson County Board of County Commissioners meeting for February 5th. The time is now 9:30. I am Janae Hanslick, Vice Chair of the Board of County Commissioners, and I'm calling the meeting to order right now. And Chair Kelly is in Topeka this morning on county business. He is testifying in regard to DMV funding, and I expect he'll be joining us a little later for the study sessions. So in the meantime, will the clerk please call the roll?
Commissioner Fast.
Aye.
Commissioner Myers.
Myers, aye.
Commissioner Brewer.
Brewer here.
Commissioner Ashcraft.
Here.
Commissioner Allenbrand.
Allenbrand, aye.
Vice Chair Hanslick.
I am here. All are present except for the chair. At this time, I would ask that you all stand and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Again, thank you for being here today. I would ask that you all join me in making sure that any noise-making devices, cell phones, iPads are turned to the off position in terms of sound. Thank you for doing that. And we're going to start today with our public comment portion of our agenda for speakers to address the commission on any business which does not later appear on the agenda. If you wish to speak on an action item, please register to speak in advance on that action item. If you do speak on an action item, you'll be asked to refrain during this general comment section. Please state your name and location in the county. Comments are limited to 2 minutes. There's a clock that will appear to assist you with that time limit. If you happen to go beyond the 2-minute limit, I am required to ask you to conclude your comments. We do ask that members of the public refrain from remarks that are personally offensive, impertinent, profane, or slanderous, and to refrain from the use of offensive or indecorous language that insults or demeans any person. If that happens, I will give you a warning. If it continues, you will be asked to step away from the podium. So with that, I do believe we have one virtual commenter this morning, and we always start with our virtual commenters. And if the clerk could let us know when that is ready. She's ready? Okay. Ms. Woolworth, are you available? Are you online?
Yeah. You guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
All right, fantastic. Hi, Cassie Woolworth, Olathe, Kansas. You've heard from me before. Welcome back, commissioners. Happy to have you. The Johnson County Board of Commissioners has a chance to adopt a resolution supporting expanded language access at the ballot. It would ensure that every eligible voter can participate in democracy regardless of the language they speak. However, you guys haven't brought forth the resolution for discussion. So if you guys would take a look at getting us a resolution to support expanded language access for the ballot. But the real reason I wanted to talk today is Commissioner Fast, I'm so sorry you were called out for being compassionate. I'm sorry you were hauled through muck. I'm very proud of you for standing up for the abused and the downtrodden, those murdered, concussed, maimed, or injured, those gassed, pepper-sprayed, beaten, for human beings with windows broken out, abandoned cars, broken bones, broken families, broken communities. I believe most of you would say the same things if it was happening in Kansas. These libs of TikTok, first, aren't liberal, and second, do not follow Jesus. They are pawns of Satan, and those following them are Satan's minions. They haul out the J6 traitors, but only to use them as a cudgel. The pardons they approve of, they did nothing wrong. That sounds like Satan. Jesus never said, feed the hungry only if they have papers. Satan did. He never said, clothe the naked only if you're from the country. Satan did. Jesus said, love thy neighbor. Never said, only if they look like you, which is what Satan did. So, Satan lives with hate and fear. Jesus is love and hope. They both live in you. Which one are you feeding?
Thank you, Ms. Woolworth. We'll now turn to our in-person commenters, starting with Brian Perkins.
Good morning. Brian Perkins here, currently reside in Olathe, Kansas, and I'm homeless. Each week we recite the Pledge of Allegiance. What a coincidence Cassie will touch on what she wanted to touch on, because I'm going to touch on something kind of similar. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. It is way too often that humans serve the world. It is easy. Don't get me wrong, it's easy. I've done it. I challenge myself and I correct myself on a daily basis. But we need to treat each other like we're diamonds. We're not pennies. And it is oftentimes when we roam the streets, we'll see someone that's homeless. It's unfortunately way too common. It's very unfortunate. But we need to see each other as diamonds. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Love your enemies. That's not an easy one by any means. Do not get me wrong, it is not easy. I have family I'm trying to get in contact with, and we're working on it. But at the same time, those flashbacks come up, and it's hard. It sucks. It's a battle, so I'm trying to love them through the mistakes we've all made. I made them too, so I'm trying to love myself through that. But at the same time, justice for all, unity, indivisible. As we work on this housing crisis and homeless crisis, I really challenge you all, and I challenge Johnson County, I challenge myself. We need to keep looking at people as diamonds, not as pennies. I just really hope and pray this is the year. I hope this is the year. I really pray to God that this is the time where it all really starts coming together, and this is gonna be our firm foundation for those in need and those that we just hope they don't fall into this stage of life. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Perkins. Next, we have Ben Hobart.
Chairwoman Hanslick and Commissioners, Ben Hobart, Westwood Hills. Chairwoman Hanslick and Commissioners, the citizens of Johnson County deserve the truth. Why did a majority of this board make a grossly negligent decision to pursue litigation regarding its failed contortion of the courthouse tax? Citizens deserve to know whose incompetence resulted in this indefensible decision. The legislature's grant of taxing authority for the courthouse and related facilities was very specific. In light of its specificity, this board's everything but the kitchen sink proposition was clearly outside the county's taxing authority. As a citizen, I do not want to pay for incompetent representation. Did outside counsel opine that the county had a reasonable chance of sustaining its kitchen sink proposition? Did Chief Counsel Trent tell the board it had a reasonable chance of prevailing? Who drafted the kitchen sink proposition? Did the board critically evaluate Attorney General Kobach's well-reasoned opinion that the kitchen sink proposition would be held null and void? The decision to pursue litigation indicates that a majority of this board arrogantly disregarded his well-reasoned analysis. This was a simple case of statutory construction. To add insult to injury, Chairman Kelly spewed out an unhinged, angry tirade at your July 24th meeting, filled with deceitful politicking and ad hominem attacks. Citizens deserve to know why this three-ring circus of incompetence, arrogant disregard of reasoned analysis, and anger occurred. It's time for this board to acknowledge that the costly pursuit of litigation was an utter waste of money and time. Johnson County citizens and their municipalities were harmed by your woeful lack of judgment exercised in anger. Alternatives were lost as a result. Thank you for hearing my comments.
Next, we have Jeff Harkness.
Jeff Harkness, Kansas, Johnson County, Overland Park, and Shawnee Mission. I got plenty of identities. For the last 80 years, the United States has been the world's police force and human rights champion. And during this time, I feel we developed 8 levels of identity, which all are screaming for supremacy. We have the world view, the global view, the country, state, county, city, region, and neighborhoods. Now, I'm glad the Pope and the King of England chimed in, so I can go with my worldview as Christianity, 6 continents. I gave you that article last week about the intercontinental exchanges coming out, ICE. We've got all kinds of networks like that going on inside the global economy we have now. Now, our Constitution, federalism, dictates what our country is about, shared sovereignty between our federal government and our states. Now, what we have, Supremacy Clause and Commerce Clause, is to help promote international trade and safety and security within our nation. Anything that doesn't fall under that realm goes into our state, so they're in charge. What we have is so many levels of identity, people are just fighting. We got the Supremacy Clause, which says the national government is supreme. Thank you. We'll get this worked out. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Harkness. And last but not least, we have Bill Bushno.
My name is Bill Bushno. I'm a resident of Johnson County. My family has owned this place since it was an Indian reservation, been around here. I object to the sanctuary city policies of the Johnson County government. And by the way, I am one of those satanic terrorists that was in DC on January 6, 2021. I was staffing a booth for the Truth About Vaccines with Del Bigtree, Darn Charlene. Anyway, speaking on two subjects, the STAR bonds and the auditing and the funny math they use to qualify the STAR bonds and immigration policy. Master Deputy Brandon Scott Collins on September 11, 2016, was rear-ended and as he was on a traffic stop on 143rd and 69 Highway by Adrian Espinoza Flores. His car exploded in fire and he was burned to death in that car. The Adrian Espinoza Flores was on his way home from a party where he was celebrating the fact that our sheriff, Frank Denning, had declared Johnson County, a lame duck sheriff had declared Johnson County a sanctuary county. He was drunker than a skunk, hit the car, it blew up, killed Brandon Collins. He ran into the woods and had to be tracked by our sheriff's department dogs. And how this ties into the STAR bonds is that this individual was a foreman for the Prairie Fire Development. The Prairie Fire Development is currently $30 million in arrears on their bond payments, and the only person I can see that is liable is the city's not liable.
Mr.
Nobody's
Bushno,
liable
your
except
time has
for-
expired. If you could conclude your comments, please.
Thank you. We need an audit to know where the funny money's coming from on these STAR bonds, and we need to end the sanctuary policies of Johnson County.
Thank you.
I believe that's all the registered speakers we have for this morning. Well, thank you.
At this time, I am going to read notes for the record, and the following will be signed today. Agreements with the cities of Overland Park, Westwood, and Gardner for the public improvement of Schweitzer Road, West 47th Place, and Old 56 Highway respectively. There will also be signing of Administrative Resolution Number WD 26-002 to enlarge the privately financed sewer district and provide for the assessments of all applicable fees, charges, and levies of the Consolidated Main Sewer District in the vicinity of 15135 Stearns Place. And finally, there will be a signing of the Administrative Resolution Numbers WD 26-004, WD 26-005, and WD 26-006, enlarging the privately financed sewer district and provide for the assessments of all applicable fees, charges, and levies of the Consolidated Main Sewer District in the vicinity of 6555 Vista Drive, Shawnee, 20195 College Boulevard, and 23580 West 167th Street, respectively. At this time, we're going to turn to our business session. And as a reminder, this week we are only covering business items that are necessary. We will not be having an action agenda. So at this time, I would accept a motion to approve the consent agenda as printed. Commissioner Myers.
Yes, Madam Chair, I move to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Allen Brand, second.
The motion has been made and seconded. If the clerk would please call the roll.
Commissioner Fast.
Aye.
Commissioner Myers.
Myers, aye.
Commissioner Brewer.
Brewer, aye.
Commissioner Ashcraft.
Yes, yes.
Commissioner Allenbrand.
Allenbrand, aye.
Vice Chair Hanslick.
Hanslick, aye. I have 6 in favor, none against. Is that consistent with your count?
It is.
The consent agenda is approved. Well, thank you. At this time, we have been asked there's been a request for 3 executive sessions, and we are going to do those at this time, and then we will come back later after those executive sessions for the Public Building Commission agenda. So I would appreciate at this time a request for the first executive session. Commissioner Myers.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move that the board recess its open meeting and convene an executive session at 9:53 a.m. for a total period of 10 minutes for the purpose under KSA 754319B2 of consultation with legal counsel, which would be privileged in the attorney-client relationship to discuss pending litigation relating to human resources and to convene in open session in this room at 10:03 a.m. The county manager, deputy county manager, assistant county manager, Darren Leiker, director of human resources, Kayla Holloway, and chief counsel will attend this discussion.
Allenbrand, second.
The motion for the executive session has been made and seconded. Could the clerk please call the roll?
Commissioner Fast.
Aye.
Commissioner Myers.
Myers, aye.
Commissioner Brewer.
Brewer, aye.
Commissioner Ashcraft.
Yes.
Commissioner Allenbrand.
Allenbrand, aye.
Vice Chair Hanslick.
Hanslick, aye. 6 in favor, none against. We are in recess for the executive session. Thank you. All right, we are back from our executive session. And if the clerk could let me know when we can go ahead with our next motion. Okay. Again, there's been a request for a second executive session, and if I could ask for that motion, please, Commissioner Myers.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move that the board recess its meeting and convene an executive session at 10:09 a.m. for a period of 10 minutes for the purpose under KSA 754319B2 of consultation with legal counsel, which would be privileged in the attorney-client relationship to discuss pending litigation relating to human resources and to convene in open session in this room at 10:19 a.m. The county manager, deputy county manager, assistant county manager Darren Leiker, director of human resources Kayla Holloway, and chief counsel will attend this discussion.
Ellen Brand, second.
The motion has been made and seconded. If the clerk could please call the roll.
Commissioner Fast.
Aye.
Commissioner Myers.
Myers, aye.
Commissioner Brewer.
Brewer, aye.
Commissioner Ashcraft.
Yes.
Commissioner Allenbrand.
Ellen Brand, aye.
Vice Chair Hanslick.
Hanslick, aye. The count is 6-0 in favor, and we will adjourn to executive session, or we will go into executive session and be back after that. Thank you. Okay, we are back from executive session into open session, and we have one more request for an executive session, and if I could ask for a motion for the next executive session. Commissioner Myers.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move that the board recess its open meeting and convene an executive session at 10:24 a.m. for a total period of 10 minutes for the purpose of KSA 754319 B2 of consultation with legal counsel, which would be privileged in the attorney-client relationship to discuss a non-elected personnel matter involving MedAct and to protect the employee's individual privacy interests, and to reconvene an open session in this room at 10:34 a.m. The county manager, deputy county manager, assistant county manager Adam Norris, director of human resources Kayla Holloway, and chief counsel will attend this discussion relating to MedAct.
Ellen Brand, second.
The motion has been made and seconded. Could the clerk please call the roll?
Commissioner Fast.
Aye.
Commissioner Myers.
Myers, aye.
Commissioner Brewer.
Brewer, aye.
Commissioner Ashcraft.
Yes.
Commissioner Allenbrand.
Ellen Brand, aye.
Vice Chair Hanslick.
Hanslick, aye. 6 in favor, none against. We are now in recess for executive session.
Thank you.
We are back from executive session and back to open session. At this time, we are going to open the PBC, Public Building Commission. Oh, okay. We're actually going to take a break and let the clerk prepare for the Public Meeting Commission, and we will close our action agenda, and the chair's back. Great. All right, just in time for a break.
Great timing.
All right, and this meeting is adjourned. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for the Public Building Commission.
So just structurally, we don't do commissioner comments on